Now at 11, concerns are growing amongst people in Richmond about the health impact of Tuesday's industrial fire that continues to burn tonight. According to EPA testing, particulate matter has been detected in the air. And there is also concerns about how to clean up and dispose of debris that has fallen in people's yards. Our Nico Panisi spent several hours in Richmond today and shares what Wayne County residents are saying.
The industrial fire here in Richmond continues to burn more than a day later. The smoke here is toxic, and Wayne County residents we spoke to say they're concerned about the potential effects it will have on their health.
I started smelling it inside the apartment with all the doors and windows closed.
Smoke from burning plastic.
It's terrible for anybody that's really close.
Seeping inside Tim Day's Richmond home. The 21-year-old lives a mile and a half from the warehouse on Northwest F Street.
It was just kind of like a burning in the nose.
Day's biggest concern, his 7-month-old daughter. He and his family left town and stayed with his mom in nearby Centerville Tuesday night.
She's young enough where anything can cause anything, with any kinds of smells, it could cause, bad problems for her. She's already super sensitive.
16-year-old Aaron Farrell woke up to the foul smell in the air Wednesday morning.
I live right around the corner, and there was soot all over my dad's car and all over everyone else's in the neighborhood's cars. It was crazy, just the whole thing's crazy.
The Northeastern high school student is concerned about the consequences of breathing in the smoke.
It was dangerous. Breathing in all that soot out of that plastic,
The Indiana Department of Environmental Management is forecasting elevated levels of PM 2.5 in the air due to the smoke. The tiny particles are composed of microscopic dust, soot, and liquid that settle deep in the lungs and can't be exhaled easily.
It's very concerning, especially if children that has asthma or any health issues.
Sherry Inman and her daughter Ariana were in Richmond to run errands when the fire broke out Tuesday. She says she's already feeling its effects.
I woke up this morning with sore throat, tight chest. I have lupus. Chemicals can really affect this disease, autoimmune disease.
Inman spends a lot of time with her daughter at Glen Miller and other parks in and around Richmond. And she says with this week's sun and warm weather, she's concerned about children outside playing.
So all the kids crawling around, having that soot on their hands, taking it back home with them, it's highly toxic.
An evacuation order for those within a half-a-mile radius of the site is still in place Wednesday. Those outside the evacuation zone are to shelter in place, keep windows and doors closed, turn off HVAC units, and keep pets inside. Inman urges you to take these precautions seriously.
Stay out of the parks, be aware of where the soot, where the smoke was, and just be aware of what's out there.
As smoke here continues to fill the air, IDEM will monitor air quality and weather patterns on a daily basis. In Richmond, Nico Panisi, WRTV.
WRTV Investigates found the city has known for years that the site is a fire hazard. Records show Cornerstone Trading Group LLC and Seth Smith own the property that caught fire. In 2019, city inspectors found fire hazards including excessive plastic materials, combustible materials stored near exits, loose materials blowing around, and roof damage allowing water inside. The city ordered them to clean up the property and fix fire hazards. The situation ended up in court, and in 2020, a judge sided with the city.
So this was a fear for us, and why we've taken so many steps to prevent this from happening. That business owner is fully responsible for all of this. We have the unsafe building order and the recorded court documents, and everything that's ensued here, the fire, the damages, the risk that our first responders have taken, and the risk these citizens are under are the responsibility of that negligent business owner.
WRTV Investigates stopped by the property owner's home address in Union County, but we didn't get far because of a no trespassing sign. We also stopped by Smith's attorney's office in Richmond, but he declined to talk to us. Court records show the owner admitted in 2019 that his properties were out of control. The city attorney says Richmond acquired a portion of the land in 2021 after the property owner failed to pay taxes. The city started its own cleanup efforts before the fire happened. There is still no timetable for when people who are evacuated can go back home. Richmond community schools will remain closed tomorrow. We expect to learn more about the city's plan moving forward at a press conference tomorrow afternoon, and you can find those updates on our website, WRTV.com. Time now for your storm team forecast. Subtle changes are on the way, but you won't need to change the way you dress tomorrow. I like the sound of that. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory shares what you need to know. Hi, Kevin.
That change comes for the second half of the weekend, Nicole. Back to Wayne County for a second. Over the next 24 hours, as the fire and all that smoldering now cools down, that will cause the smoke to sit more at ground level and the winds will be light. So that continues the air quality issues. And as we just mentioned, no word yet on when this will finally break, in that sense that the risk is gone. I do think Saturday night thunderstorms will also help get some rain there and settle the atmosphere, kind of cleanse it a bit.